Some roads take you to paradise. Others take you to the edge of death. Today we're not just talking about a thrilling hike or a remote village. We're talking about the world's most dangerous roads. These arteries of the earth twist through cliffs, cling to mountainsides and battle nature every day. We're about to count down 7 of the most treacherous stretches of road on the planet where one wrong move could be your last. From the Andes to Alaska, each route is a story of ambition, survival and sheer terror. Buckle up, this is a white-knuckle ride. Let's hit the road. Our journey begins in South America, on Bolivia's infamous North Yungas Road, Death Road. Once the only link between La Paz and the Yungas rainforest, this narrow, unpaved path has claimed thousands of lives. Starting at 15,000 feet, you descend over 11,000 feet in just 40 miles, on a road barely wide enough for one vehicle. On one side, a rock wall, on the other, a sheer drop of up to 3,000 feet. No guardrails, just a vertical plunge into jungle. Fog, rain, and waterfalls turn the road into a slick, muddy gauntlet, with landslides always a threat. Drivers must keep left, giving those on the cliff edge a better view of their tires skimming the abyss. Crosses and memorials line the route, reminders of its deadly history. Before a safer highway was built, up to 300 people died here every year. Today, thrill-seeking bikers test their nerve, but the danger remains. Every turn is a gamble. Every edge, a reminder of how thin the line is between life and death. The legacy of Death Road is carved into every crumbling corner. It's a place where beauty and terror are inseparable. Would you dare to drive it? Next, we climb to India's Zoji La Pass, a 9-kilometer stretch linking Ladakh and Kashmir, perched at over 11,500 feet. For half the year, it's buried under snow, isolating entire regions. When open, it's a narrow, barrier-free gravel track clinging to the mountainside, with terrifying drops and constant landslide risk. Blizzards and sudden storms can trap drivers for days. The road is often a sheet of ice or a muddy pit. Massive trucks, buses, and livestock all jostle for space on this sliver of a path. A single jam can leave you stranded, exposed to freezing winds and plummeting temperatures. The pass is vital for supplies and military movement, forcing thousands to brave its perils every year. The Indian government is building a tunnel to bypass the worst, but for now, survival depends on skill and luck. Zoji La is a brutal test of patience and nerve. Here, the majestic Himalayas are a backdrop to a daily struggle for survival. It's not just a road, it's a lifeline through one of the world's harshest environments. Would you risk it for the view, or is this one pass you'd rather avoid? In China's Taihang Mountains lies the Guoliang Tunnel Road, a passage hand-carved by villagers desperate to connect with the world. Before the tunnel, Guoliang was isolated, accessible only by perilous stone steps. In 1972, 13 villagers spent 5 years chiseling a tunnel through solid rock, hanging from ropes on a sheer cliff. The result? A dark, narrow, uneven tunnel, just wide enough for one car, with rough windows hacked into the cliff for light, and terrifying views of the drop below. No guardrails, no safety features, just raw rock and a fatal plunge inches away. Every flash of light reveals the valley floor hundreds of feet down. Today, it's a tourist magnet, but the danger is undiminished. One mistake, one distraction, and you're gone. The Guoliang Tunnel is a testament to human determination, and a drive for only the bravest. Would you trust your life to a road carved by hand? Number 4 is Skipper's Canyon Road in New Zealand, a route so dangerous, rental car insurance is void if you drive it. Carved by gold miners 140 years ago, it's a narrow, winding gravel track clinging to sheer cliffs above the Shotover River. If you meet another car, one of you may have to reverse for miles to pass. No guardrails, loose gravel, and crumbling edges mean a single slip is fatal. Blind corners hide oncoming vehicles, rockfalls, or missing sections of road. Local tour operators honk and listen, but for outsiders it's a nerve-shredding gamble. Every crunch of gravel sounds like disaster, every turn is a leap of faith. No insurance, no rescue, no second chances. Despite the risk, it's a magnet for adventure seekers and thrill tours. For most, it's a stark warning. Some roads are best left to the experts. Skipper's Canyon is beautiful, but it's a beauty that doesn't forgive mistakes. Would you take the risk for the view, or is this one thrill too far? Now, to Alaska's Dalton Highway, a 414-mile gravel road slicing through the Arctic wilderness. With only 3 tiny towns along its length, you're utterly alone for hundreds of miles. No gas, no restaurants, no cell service. In winter, temperatures drop to -60 degrees Fahrenheit, and the road becomes a sheet of ice. Massive trucks thunder past, kicking up blinding clouds of dust or snow. You're expected to pull over and let them pass. A flat tire or running out of fuel here isn't an inconvenience, it's a life or death emergency. The only advice: bring survival gear, extra food, water, and multiple spare tires. The Dalton is a test of preparation and resilience, not just driving skill. The landscape is starkly beautiful but utterly indifferent to your survival. Here, isolation is the real danger. Would you brave the Dalton's frozen silence? Back to the Andes, on the border of Chile and Argentina, lies El Caracol, the Snail. 29 relentless hairpin turns spiral up the mountain to over 10,500 feet, with no guardrails and sheer drops. The climb is steep, the turns dizzying, and the weather unpredictable. Snow and ice can close the pass for weeks. Trucks and buses navigate the same impossibly tight corners, often with terrifying precision. A single mistake, brake failure, a misjudged turn, and you're tumbling down the mountain. The constant turning can induce vertigo, the views are a dangerous distraction. Despite the risk, it's a vital transport route, always busy. El Caracol is a spiraling dance with danger, demanding nerves of steel. Would you trust your fate to this mountain maze, or would you rather watch from afar? Our final road is Turkey's Bayburt D 915, a little-known death trap that rivals Bolivia's death road. Built by Russian soldiers, much of it is unpaved, climbing the Soganli mountain with 29 brutal guardrail-free switchbacks. The road surface crumbles at the edges. The drop-offs are vertical and unforgiving. Weather changes in an instant. Fog, rain, or snow can turn the path into a muddy nightmare. In winter, it's impassable, isolating entire communities. This isn't a tourist attraction. Locals drive it out of necessity, facing danger every day. No support, no safety net, just raw, unfiltered peril. The views are breathtaking, but the risk is ever present. Bayburt D 915 is a hidden test for the brave, or the desperate. Would you even dare to try? From the Andes to the Arctic, we've traveled the world's most perilous roads. These routes are more than lines on a map. They're stories of courage, survival, and the human drive to explore. For every paradise, there's a treacherous journey. For every view, a risk. Would you dare to drive any of these roads? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this heart-pounding adventure. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more jaw-dropping travel stories, only on Explore with Meg. Until next time, stay curious and travel safe.